a 4 at best.
Guys aren't meant to see this many hot bitches.
Back in the olden days, they would see 200 baddies in their whole life. And now
In
it's
their
like...
whole life.
In their whole life. And now it's like they are desensitized to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll have conversations with my guy friends where I need to check them, where I'm like, you need to check yourself. They'll be like, oh, well, her hair wasn't perfect, or she didn't have like veneers, so I just didn't. And I'm like, you are a 4 at best. Like, this is insane. You think that the...
Just shut the hell up. Just, God, please shut the hell up with this conversation. Why is it always the 2s and the 4s that always got the most to say about a man? Literally, your beauty can be wiped away with one single makeup wipe. Let's just start there. But men cannot be desensitized to something that's fake in the first place. I'm just getting so sick of this kind of conversation where y'all want to talk about the men who have googly eyes, or the guys that go on OnlyFans, or the men that are groggling at women, but y'all never want to talk about the way that women bait men in the first place. Y'all will do your hair a certain way, you'll look a certain way, you'll wear revealing clothing, and y'all never want to talk about how you bait them in by the things that you do. That's why when he starts to date you, he just gets sweatpants and a hoodie. But right, it's not for men, and the only people that are actually talking shit to each other are other women based on fake beauty standards that you set in the first place. And most of the time, y'all show up for dates and don't even look like your pictures, but then use that as an excuse to shame men for being insecure or egotistical, even though all of these women have become exactly what they claim to hate about men. They're egotistical, they're self-centered, they think they're baddies because of the way that they look, but they have shitty personalities. And y'all never want to have the conversation where y'all act like bait and you dangle it in front of a man, and then when he bites, you get mad about it. And the real reality is that if you're going to dangle a piece of meat in front of a dog, eventually he's going to look and want to bite. It's basically entrapment for a lot of men. And these women know exactly what they're doing, but all they do is shift blame and then play the victim card for being sexualized, even though it's okay for women to sexualize themselves on OnlyFans. But when men do it, it's suddenly a problem. The only kind of conversation that we should be having is why women need makeup and all of this bullshit in the first place, and why they have such low self-esteem that they need extra validation outside of their partners by posting selfies on the internet while they're in relationships. But y'all ain't ready for that kind of conversation either. And the funniest thing about these types of women that want to use like a number scale to judge men are usually the most insecure women that exist. The men that are in relationships with them will spend the entire relationship trying to get her not to be insecure about herself, even to the point where she might feel like she has to wear makeup to bed because she hates how she looks. And she projects all of that bullshit onto him, which is why so many women feel the need to bash men about being bald or things out of their control. But right, it's only the man's fault for looking, but it's not your fault for baiting him in the first place. Okay, bye.